Hello everybody and welcome back to Visit FYLDE Coast. I'm filming this on Friday afternoon and I've completely forgotten what date it is, but anyway, it's Friday afternoon and as you can see it is a little bit inclement, but I thought I would come on the beach and I would do some videos for you so that you've got something to watch over the weekend. And this is a bit of a before and after video as well, because I believe that come Saturday and Sunday, when you will actually be watching this, the temperature is going to get up to something stupid like 30 degrees. So I shall be hiding somewhere looking for cover. And as you can see, it's quite windy, it's quite rough. So I thought we could take a look at the beach and see what the wind's brought up that we can pick up. I've got my plastic bag in my pocket, my trusty plastic bag, so there might be some stopping and starting and bending down and picking up, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. There's quite a lot of foam washed up, which is always a mess, and the foam is decaying algae in the water that holds on to the bubbles and the air that the sea's carrying, and it whips it up into this foam. And you're probably wondering what these guys are doing. They're doing some testing on the beach, and I think we might go and Shanghai them when we've finished. But if you subscribe to the Visit FYLDE Coast YouTube channel, you'll know all about that when we've uploaded the video, because you'll get a notification. So we'll turn around and we'll go back this way, because I'm going to do 2 or 3 different things this afternoon while I'm out and I've got my shoes on. It seems ages since I came down onto the beach. We've been chasing about looking for stuff happening in Blackpool and Cleveleys and on the seafront while everything's been reopening, and here we go, always one shoe. So we've had absolutely glorious weather for a couple of 3 weeks, and then today it's blowing a gale, so it's just long enough to make everything mucky, to cover the windows in sand. All our plants in the garden are flapping about like they're in a tornado. There's rose petals all over the lawn from the roses that look beautiful. This is in the back garden, not the front one. And as you can see, it's also the kind of weather that blows things up. And you'll know if you've been watching these videos that Russell Beach has been clearer this year than it's been for a long time. Because all our lone beach cleaners have been out in force during lockdown. They've been litter picking to the heart's content. So I thought it might be interesting to see what's washed up as the tide is now just retreating. And you can see there's various. I'm not going to start picking stuff up because we'd be here forever. And plus which it's all mucky. So there's all kinds of sort of indecipherable raggy bits of plastic like that one. And the worst of the detritus, for want of a better description, usually ends up getting deposited where the thickest of the strand lines are. So if you're interested in beachcombing, I think they call it mudlarking, don't they, when you do it on a river? If you're interested in that, what you need to do is to head for where the seaweed is and all this sort of grotty looking stuff. And that usually traps the interesting things and the litter. But even given the fact that it's been as windy as it has, and it's been really windy this morning, it's dropping a bit now, it's not quite as bad as I thought it might have been, to be honest. That's a pop bottle. In fact, it looks like one of those milkshake things. A sort of crisp packet. Somebody seems to have been majoring on quavers, because there's quite a lot of quavers packets. I'm just looking to see whether this is a suitable piece of wood for my Beach Huts Enterprise. Let's have a look and see what this is like. Yeah, that's not bad. That can come in my bag. I shall detach the seaweed. If I'd have known it was so sludgy, I'd have put my trainers on. I've got my sandals on that I save for beach cleaning. In fact, I'll show you my sandals, shall I? These are my donkey's years old sandals. I must have had these. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, so sludgy. I must have had them at least 25 years. Let's put it this way, they've served me well, this pair of sandals. And I saved them for this dirty job. Because you don't really want to be coming in this environment in your best stuff. Which is just a reminder for anybody that thinks that they might like to. Here's another one. That's another flat bit. I'm particularly looking for thin flat bits. Because they make excellent roofs. So you can see, because we've come past the groin traps a lot of the current, and because we've come past the groin, we've come past the point where there's loads of stuff trapped. The plastic bag, it's not bad that actually, given how windy it is, because normally it's the windy weather that brings the deposits up. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, or if you like making beach crafts, this is the time to come and look when it's been windy. It's very grotty. I definitely have put my trainers on if I'd have known. It's quite warm actually. There's a really warm breeze blowing. I tell you what, we'll traverse through the muck. There you go. But it's lovely. I mean, it's been May half term. It's been really busy. That's another nice little bit. I'm going to reverse and pick that up. That's a nice little bit. It looks like a roof. It's been exceptionally busy because everybody's fed up of being incarcerated at home. And everywhere you've gone has just been packed. I mean, it's been lovely, don't get me wrong. But it's so nice to come on a beach and it be quiet. And there not really be many people about. Well, there's nobody about, is there? Got the place to myself. Not as much interesting washing ups as I thought there might have been. And it looks like we've come to an interesting bit here. Here's a big piece of sea glass. Can you see that one? You need to be blind if you can't. There you go. That can come with us in our collection. And even more foam. There's always plenty of foam. Oh, that's an interesting bit for me. I'll have that one, thank you. Hold on. Hold everything. There you go. What's that? I think I'm going to have to wriggle my plastic bag out of my pocket. What on earth's that? Looks like a... Oh, is it a pump action water pistol? I think it is, isn't it? You see, this kind of thing gets washed up from Blackpool. So we might... Oh, now then. Well, here's a porpoise. I will report that to the Coast Guard because that's a porpoise. They record things through the Cetaceans Stranding project. So they look for dolphins, porpoises and all that kind of stuff. And if they're in good nick like that, they tend to take them away and do postmortems on them to see whether or not they can identify why they've died. There's no evidence on that one of any injury, so I wouldn't even like to speculate what caused that one to meet a sticky end. But I shall come back and I shall report that. And here we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. A bucket, a spade, and just under there you can see the pink little thingy. And there's another one there, that little bit of pink. And where do you think these might have come from? That's right, they've come from Blackpool. Because people that leave all their rubbish on the beach in Blackpool, here you go, it all ends up washing up down here. And we get if it's lucky, we pick it up here. If it's not, it ends up going who knows where and way out to sea. Just a little intermission while I wriggled my bag out of my pocket, and I've taken a picture of the porpoise as well, so I don't need to come back. Here's another spade, look. There's always loads of buckets and spades. That's broken. Water bottle. It's always the kind of stuff that people have used on the beach further north because the tide drifts this way. Oh goodness, that's a jellyfish, look. I nearly stood in that then. I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook, but there's been loads of I'll tell you what, let's get a stick and turn it over, shall we? Here we go. Are you ready? There's been loads of jellyfish around. That looks dead. If it's not, it looks as if it should be. Let's see if we can chuck it back in the sea. Seems a shame to leave it there. I think it does look quite dead though, doesn't it? It's heavy. Goodness. Ooh. What a thing. Certainly doesn't look fresh. I'll see if I can find a bit of wood and see if I can flip it back into the water. But there's been loads of jellyfish on Facebook. There seems to have been quite a lot of strandings of those as well recently, and they tend to bloom. In fact, that fits in with all the foam, because the jellyfish tend to bloom when there's plenty of food, and they'll be eating the algae, which has ended up making the foam. There you go, you see, it's all connected. It's all connected. So I thought we'd have a little wander along the beach and see what's been washed up. And this is usually the spot up here where you can find the most interesting things, because it creates eddies in this corner. That's a nice piece of wood. That looks, oh, it's a bit thick, that. It's like me, it's a bit thick. That looks like it could be suitable for flipping jellyfish. I'll take that back with me and we'll see if we can rescue it. So this is the corner where a lot of detritus collects because of the eddying of it in the circle around the side of the steps. Although today it doesn't look as bad. It's probably doing that because it saved me say that. And this, of course, is Mary's Shell. And if you look right into the distance, you can see the tower. And it's a bit of a strange one, really, because we've got this lovely weather today, and then it's going to be boiling. Very odd. Very odd how you can kind of go from autumn to summer in the space of a couple of days. So I hope you've enjoyed this little walk on the beach to start your weekend off. And don't forget to make sure that you've subscribed to the Visit FYLDE Coast YouTube channel and you've hit that little bell for notifications. And we'll see you tomorrow. And look, here's another bucket. There you go. Leave them at Blackpool, they all end up down here. That's a nice little plank. That's going to be too heavy for me to pick up. And you can see all the stuff that's collected down here. Bottles, crisp packets. little bits of wood. Oh goodness, that's dead. It's got a ring on as well. I'll photograph that and we'll see what that used to be at some point. So there you go, that's 3 dead bodies we've seen today, folks. Only here on Visit FYLDE Coast. See you later. Bye for now.